Why do SSRI or depression medication side effects happen? And why do certain people get them more than others? So the first thing we need to understand is that this first S right here stands for serotonin, meaning these drugs increase the levels of serotonin in your brain. So if we were to take a look at your serotonin levels in your brain, everyone has a predetermined set point, which your brain considers optimal. Let's just say this dotted line right here is the proper amount of serotonin signaling in your brain. So if your levels are around here to begin with, and you take a drug that raises it, you will go over this line. If someone has lower serotonin levels to begin with, they may not go over this line. And the problem is, once you go over this line, this is where the side effects start to occur. You're essentially overdosing on serotonin levels in your brain. So this is what can drive things like apathy or loss of emotions. It can affect motivation, because what's interesting is this serotonin here, this actually blocks dopamine. So if you bring your serotonin levels up too high, dopamine levels go lower. This can also be the reason for sexual side effects as well. So some people experience GI issues because this serotonin is also affecting your gut cells as well. Now, to go a little bit deeper here, so when we have our cells here and they want to detect this serotonin, there are things called serotonin receptors on your cells. Now, these can be X, Y, and Z, different serotonin receptors, just for simplicity here. So if you have the serotonin stimulating these receptors, right? They're stimulating it to make you keep feeling good downstream, right? To help regulate your mood inside of your brain cells. As you increase more of these, then these receptors get overwhelmed. They get oversaturated. And what happens over time, once these are overstimulated, the cells will say, that's it, I've had enough. And then the cells can pull in these receptors. So now there's less receptors here. Well, this means is how you get a tolerance. So then what happens? You up the dose, you have more of the serotonin, and the issues can persist, more of these potential side effects. Now, can these medications be lifesavers for some people? Absolutely. I don't want to discredit those use cases, but when we look at how these SSRIs were developed and tested for safety, they were never tested to see for many years or even decades taking them. Yet many people aren't just using them for short-term stabilization, but rather years or decades. Every single person is unique. There's no one size fits all. So if you're on these medications and they change your life and you feel great, then I'm truly happy for you. But if you're someone that isn't feeling great on these, this here is likely the reason why.